YouTube, what they do, man? Straight to third. Y'all already know what it is. We back with another reaction. And this one, we got an entertaining one for y'all. Like, I think this one pretty entertaining just cause, and it's interesting to see why these women are getting BBLs nowadays. It's really a BBL pandemic. You know what I'm saying? That's really what's going on right now. And I don't even like BBLs, to be honest. I don't really like any women with BBLs. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind them, but like, you know what I'm saying? That's just not my type. That's not what I'm looking for. That's not what the nigga would be going for. You know what I'm saying? I like my women natural. My bitch natural as shit. She fine as shit. Thick as shit. Natural though. You hear me? 10 out of 10 body on the natural tip. And that's what I'm going for on God.
Getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
God, every time. See that? Whoa.
Is it insane to say that you know people that have died?
I can't do them needles.
It's been normalized, but for most people, that's insane.
Tennessee mother who lost her life after undergoing a popular plastic surgery procedure in Miami is suing the surgical center and the doctor who performed the operation.
It smelled like death. I'm not kidding. It smelled rotten. The people there were so rude. It was a meat market. They were just in and out, in and out.
It's gut-wrenching. This is a young woman who came down here, like a lot of people. She just wanted to change the way she looked. Unfortunately, she's never going to see her children again.
Yeah. People just passing away from that shit too. Like, shit not safe, bro. You going to a Brazilian butt lift. I don't know what the fuck that is.
The Brazilian butt lift, or the BBL, is the hottest trend in plastic surgery today. It's where women undergo liposuction on their thighs, hips, and stomach, only to have the same fat injected into their butt. The goal, to create a fuller, juicier, and rounder buttocks. But here's what most people don't know. There are people that actually die from BBLs. And according to MedPage Today, the BBL is labeled as the most dangerous aesthetic procedure ever performed. It's estimated that the death rate may be as high as 1 in 2,400 surgeries. And the reality is, some people go into a surgery to get a nicer ass, and they end up not living to tell the tale. Now, while some clinics are run by world-class surgeons, others, they're being called human butcher shops, where the smell of death supposedly lingers in the air. There are places, yes, right here in the United States, where clinics aren't even owned by licensed doctors, and where unqualified staff might mistakenly liposuction your intestines or inject your fat into major veins, causing instant respiratory failure. And the epicenter of this deadly trend is Miami.
Somebody went down to Mexico to get a BBL, right? I heard this in the military base. Well, not in the military, but a damn hospital, whatever. And I was just like, one of the receptionists was like, so yeah, one of my mom's friends went down to Mexico to get a BBL. Next thing you know, she came back. She was feeling sick, and her, you know what I'm saying, her butt wasn't that much fatter, or wasn't really fatter at all. They was like, yeah, it will grow over time. You just gotta let it heal, and it will grow. And you know what I'm saying? She didn't feel good, so she went to the doctors, and they ended up taking her kidney, bruh. Didn't even give her no BBL, just took her kidney, Slim.
Florida, ground zero for countless botched surgeries and life-changing tragedies. So we head to Miami to speak with surgeons, injection clinics, models, and lawyers to get to the bottom of this story. Let's dive in.
Quick announcement, the new shirt is flying off the...
Can tell the difference between a natural and BBL booty.
So my name is Iani Silvera. I'm a family nurse practitioner, and here in Miami, Florida, I'm known as the Booty Queen. Imagine walking to the beach and you just see like this beautiful round booty, right? You have hearts in your eyes. So basically the Bella Vita Instant BBL is giving you that nice, round, juicy, athletic looking tush.
And what got you into the world of booties?
I'm Brazilian, number one, so we're known for butts. Number two, I'm in Miami, so I constantly am in a bikini. I kind of started becoming like a mad scientist here at the office and just like mixing stuff, trying it out on my friends. And then finally I got to the perfect cocktail, and so I trademarked the name, I patented the technique, and they send me all over the world to train different clinics, different providers on how to make the perfect glute.
Tell me about the dark side of the BBL world.
The perfect glute, gluteus maximus.
Tennessee mother who lost her life after undergoing a popular plastic surgery procedure in Miami.
33-year-old Erica Russell, a mother of 5, left her home in Tennessee in 2021 to travel to Miami for a Brazilian butt lift, or BBL, the plastic surgery procedure that has one of the highest mortality.
That the the stat is potentially as high as 1 in 2,400 surgeries result in
that's
death.
not
For
that,
comparison,
bro.
the
That's
odds of
very
dying while
high,
motorcycle
Slim.
racing are about 1 in 1,000, and the odds of dying while skydiving are about 1 in 100,000. And as far as BBL deaths
Shit
go,
more
there seems
dangerous
to be a
than
pattern.
fucking
Like most medical
skydiving.
accidents, bad things occur when the surgeon gets tired, and at the clinics that prioritize quantity, they overload their surgeon schedule, and the patients that die tend to be the ones that are seen at the end of the day or towards the end of the week. And typically, the cheaper the clinic, the more people they tend to see and the more botched jobs and deaths that occur. So when a clinic decides to prioritize quality over quantity, the operation actually tends to be decently safe.
The paperwork that she was provided lies. She was told this doctor has staff privileges at this hospital. Turns out he didn't.
Did y'all
You
see
look
that?
at their marketing.
They
You look
get
at
this
how they're
stabbing or
targeting
shit.
different folks and how they're portraying themselves. They present themselves as if they're the best docs on
that
earth
shit
doing
give me
this stuff.
chills.
And in reality, what you come to
that shit
learn
look
when you're
way
on our
better.
side looking into this stuff, these
Shit fake
surgical
as hell.
centers,
Nigga,
they're
get in the
just
gym.
businesses, often being run by people who have no medical background whatsoever. And what they're doing is they're contracting with different doctors. Maybe they'll bury that in some piece of paper that says this doctor doesn't actually work for us. It's all smoke and mirrors.
You can easily hit the gym and get these same results, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Easily can hit the gym and get the
We're out
same
here in front of
results.
Seduction Cosmetic Center. This is the place that Erica Russell passed away shortly after having an operation here. Now, there's a big discrepancy. Google reviews, about 4.5 stars, thousands of reviews, looks really, really good. But on Yelp, they have mostly 1-star reviews. Alexis A said 25 days ago, surgeons nearly killed me here. I was in the ER and ICU receiving blood transfusions for 4 days. Do not go here. Do not put your life in these people's hands. Just one scroll down. The entire experience is sketchy. My girlfriend recently had a botched BBL removed and she was lied to about the price on 6 different instances. Then in the after surgery, she was not giving pain medication on the trip home. One of the stories that we're covering is the story of Erica Russell. Are you familiar with her story? She unfortunately died shortly after leaving this clinic. And so what we're looking into is also that some of these clinics, are they owned by doctors? Are they owned by just business people? And then the doctors are shuffled through? Like there's some stuff going on behind the scenes. Is this place owned by a doctor?
Some of them they do, some of them
A non-doctor can open a surgery center.
yes.
What's your role within this business?
Nigga, they got the money.
Equipment wise and medical stuff.
Are there any
They
misconceptions
just
about the
hired a
BBL
doctor.
industry
Slim with the
that
book. Why
you'd
would
like to
they?
address
Why would a
and tell the
doctor
people
open
back
some shit
home?
like this?
Any
The
other
doctors
procedures
don't even
you
want
have
to do
risks.
shit like this.
I don't know how
They
to
just do
explain it,
because
but it's safe.
I'm not here to paint someone in a bad corner. We'll let the statistics do the talking. I don't really know. Total, how much money were you out because of this?
A little over 10,000. The people there were so rude.
This is Connie. I found her through the review her roommate left on Seduction Cosmetic Center Yelp page, and I wanted to hear the story behind the 1-star review. Here's what she had to say.
It was a meat market. They were just in and out, in and out. And you know, there was a back door where, you know, obviously they take people, or supposedly take people for pre-op and surgery. You walked in, it smelled like death. I'm not kidding. It smelled rotten. I
Yeah,
sat
it
there for
smelled
almost
like
3
rotten
hours that
fat.
morning, and not one time did one person that was in that waiting room go through that back door. Not once.
The reason why I made this technique is because I've had 2 girlfriends pass away. It was one of my baseball wives went in for surgery and she passed away, and then I had another friend pass away, and then within like that same month, it was like 2 other influencers of just doing multiple BBLs had passed away, and I'm like, at what point in time are you gonna put your life on the line for beauty?
I'm gonna be real. Maybe her technique is better than getting BBL. I recommend right now, not even watching this full video, y'all need to go to Shorty, cause it seemed like she just doing something to help your glutes grow, as opposed to taking your fat out and then pushing it into your ass. Cause that shit seems hectic right there.
Technique is probably
Even her
the
shit
safest
is-
way to inject and volumize and get correction.
And how did they die?
Sometimes you get a blood clot, pulmonary embolism. It just kind of depends. Each one of them was a clot that kind of dislodged. Again, cardiac arrest or pulmonary embolism is usually what happens.
Were the doctors ever
That's
told
scary as
responsible?
shit.
This is a really dark side of medicine, and a lot of people get upset at medical professionals, but we have consent forms that will protect us from everything. If you think you can
For
get
real.
all this
They
beauty
tell
for
you, don't do that
$5,000,
shit.
you're gonna go to the butcher shops. They left a towel inside of you, you have an infection, they didn't take a drain or they didn't put in a drain. So there's a lot that comes with it, but it's really nice. Their marketing says $2K for 360 lipo, and you only have $1,800 in your bank account. You're gonna go to a place that you could afford. And there's been a lot of people that have been arrested, a lot of people have killed people. So do your research on the background of these people. They just put cement, or they say vitamins. Oh,
Did you say cement?
There's been cement, and they say medical grade silicone, which nobody uses anymore unless you're an orthopedic surgeon. These are things that are gonna give you bad results even later on in life.
Do you know anyone in
That shit
Miami
gonna
right
fuck
now
you
that
up.
has a
Talking
botch
about putting
job?
cement in your booty.
100 people, yeah.
Like, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I see these BBLs, bro. Y'all not even making no money, Slim. Y'all niggas getting niggas to buy these jumps and shit like that. But if you buying them yourself, like, y'all niggas not making no money. These women ain't really. Y'all wouldn't be buying this shit if you made some money. Cause nigga, y'all probably would be a little smarter, and y'all probably would be like, well, I could just go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? I could just take my time and go to the gym. That shit retarded.
It made
bro.
me feel very self-conscious. I was a really big bikini model, OnlyFans model at the time, and my body was my image. I felt very insecure, and it kind of made me want to fix the problem as soon as possible, because I did this to fix an insecurity, not to create a whole bunch of other ones. So I ended up going to do 2 more rounds of lipo after that, within the same year, with the same doctor, because I told him, like, you better fix this for free because I'm not paying anyone else to do it. And I've lost a lot of weight since then. It's
I'm
not
gonna
as
be real. You ask a nigga to fix some shit for free, bruh. Even though he fucked up, he not taking his best time with that jump. Like, he like, oh yeah, you just came back and y'all like, you know what I'm saying? You just came back and you think I'm about to fix this jump for free? You probably was being a dickhead and all. Like, nigga don't give a fuck about you. He just
visible,
gonna
but
fix
if I
this shit.
do
He
start
not gonna
putting
fix
on
it
weight,
well.
it does come back. So that's just a thing I'm gonna have to deal with for the rest of my life.
What did it cost you financially to give up that year?
Definitely like 6 figures, I would say, throughout that year. I was actually put onto the show Botched.
Patricia, interesting, because you went from a person very serious about golf to someone who's very serious about plastic surgery, right?
Yeah.
And
How did
so,
that happen?
Yeah, how did that work?
I mean,
Bro, yeah,
just
she
being
looks
in the social
completely
media
different
world.
now.
So I did the first one in February, and then I had the second
Oh, she
lipo
looks way
in
different now.
June. I went back in October.
Another lipo?
Yes.
3 lipos in the same area in 8 months.
Yeah.
In general, you should probably wait at least a year before having revisional liposuction.
But that created more loose skin, more trauma to the area, so it hasn't
Look at
fully
you.
healed up. A lot of these doctors don't use scopes to kind of navigate where they're putting the fat. They just kind of do it blindly. And if you put that right in one of those veins or a muscle or anything, you just done.
Fuck up your arteries and shit. Like,
Hey Meta,
son,
take a photo.
this shit is retarded, bro. This shit is absolutely
I'm
absolutely
Haley,
retarded.
and I'm
You have to be
Hannah,
retarded
and we're the
to
Meredith
wanna
twins.
really go get a BBL. And if that's a BBL, see, that look natural. They look about natural, except for the face look a little different. You know what I'm saying? But the ass didn't look. Now, if they got a BBL, I'd be like, what the fuck did you get a BBL for? Because y'all shit not even astronomically, don't even look like no BBL. So if you got a BBL, bitch, you could have got that in the gym. I'm gonna look at you retarded.
So you guys are completely natural.
Yeah.
Which is
Okay, that's
rare
what
in
I
Miami.
thought. That's what I thought. Cause their shit look good. I ain't gonna lie. I was about to be sick if their shit was a BBL. Cause I would have been like, you could have got that naturally, baby. What the hell you pay for it? What the hell?
So we're
Yeah, that shit look good. Fuck you talking
I
about,
think
nigga.
it's the cows that meat. I don't know.
Eat that
It
shit.
makes booties thick
Yeah,
in Arkansas.
for real.
Okay, so in the modeling, the OnlyFans world, how rare is it to have a completely natural look?
It's not really rare. I think most OnlyFans girls I run into are completely natural, honestly.
So for the women
Yeah.
getting work done, do you think it comes
That
more
shit
from
fat
female
too.
peer
Fuck.
pressure or
You
male
know what I'm
peer
saying?
pressure?
I was
That's
gonna
fat
say
right
female
there.
pressure for sure, because most men tell you not to do it. They're like, oh, don't wear makeup, be natural. Most men love
Yeah.
natural and pure things.
On
Have you
God,
heard any
on
nightmare
God, men
experiences
love
from people
natural
getting
and pure
BBLs?
things.
I had a friend. She had a BBL. I didn't even know it was a BBL at first, but it looked pretty good. But like when she pointed it out, it's like, I guess you could tell. But she went to, I think she went and got injections at home, like not even professionally done. And
someone came to her house and did it?
Yeah, like I felt her butt, and she was just like, it felt so good. Honestly, it felt soft and it felt really nice.
Have you gotten the BBL?
I did in 2018. I was very happy. The results were super natural.
What led up to the decision to say, I want a BBL?
Probably just like social media or something. I was working in the club, so you know everyone had big butts, so I wanted one too.
What changed in your life?
If we're talking like work-wise in the club, me getting my breast implants is what changed my money the most.
Like, was it a dramatic increase in earnings?
Absolutely, when I got my breast implants.
You had an experience that went bad with BBLs.
I wouldn't say it went bad. I just like my butt got too big. It just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I think my body was like having a reaction to the material that was injected in my butt, and it was kind of creating scar tissue, some inflammation. I noticed some spots were starting to get like a little bit harder than other spots.
How much did you
sore down there?
For my original BBL in 2018, it was about $9,000 for the lipo and then the transfer of the fat. And then my removal surgery in 2021 was about $11,000 in Colombia because I got quoted $23,000 here from one doctor. Reconstruction surgery back in Colombia in 2022, it was about $10,000.
Do you think it's peer pressure from women or men that encourage?
Definitely both.
Do you feel like you're chasing a standard of beauty that's impossible to attain?
That is not for
Yeah, I think
most. Like, yeah, you might get tipped more with these whatever's on your chest. They're not real. So we're gonna say whatever's on your chest and whatever's down there, whatever. You might get tipped more, but you're not gonna get a husband with that shit. What do you really want? Like, you might want more money, but like, nigga, is you going for money or is you going for a family? Like, y'all gotta get y'all morals right, bro. Cause no nigga gonna take you seriously if you work in a club, got a BBL, looking like that. So they gonna know you was a hoe. No nigga gonna wanna marry no hoe. I'm gonna be real.
Everyone is.
Only a sucker
I
will marry
am
a
very confident in who I
hoe.
am, but I would say my biggest insecurity
Unless
would
he
be
was
my
a
butt
pimp.
right now.
If he a pimp, he'll marry a hoe.
Every procedure that I do is individualized. So I am actually putting volume where she needs it, and I know that she likes like a nice shelf.
When you say a nice shelf, what are we talking about here?
So I have 4 different techniques, right? So it's the shelf booty, which girls like that top shelf if they're,
Where you could rest a child here? Like,
correct, right? It's like that tabletop.
that
So most
shit.
girls
Hold
when they
One big ass hole, another big ass hole, a fat ass scar, fat ass scar. Shit look disgusting, bro. This shit looks reconstructed. I'm almost sure Shawty wrote the little lines right there for her shit or whatever, but that's
take pictures and you turn sideways, they want to make sure that they have this little shelf here. Then we do, for most girls who don't have anything, she has the perfect sweetheart booty. Sweetheart is this bottom part, right? So she doesn't need volume right there at all. What I'm gonna do is just completely like round that out right there. I have basically what I call a half treatment prepared, and usually this is good enough to correct one area in your glutes, right? So I know that she wants a shelf, so what I'm gonna do is just kind of volumize this upper outer shelf. So
oh, fuck no. Son of a bitch. You see how deep that needle is right there, y'all?
Folks, I must let you know that there are a plethora of outtakes, great scenes, and extended cuts from
Team Natural.
Yeah, give me all
All right,
of these.
Miguel, are you ready? Ready.
No, I ain't gonna lie. They are, see, they look over shit.
Yeah.
She just got a BBL. Shit.
Okay, let's see.
What do you think, Miguel?
BBL.
Oh yeah, it's Miss Natural.
Natural.
Okay.
Currently fighting every biological urge.
I never
Miguel.
I probably felt a BBL, but I didn't ask if it was a BBL. Like, I ain't really on that time.
Okay.
I don't don't even know if I fucked a BBL. Oh yeah, I probably had it. I probably don't want. I don't want to.
All right. I'd say this is natural.
Okay. We got one question.
Natural.
Yep.
How do you feel about your job?
I love it.
The next booty is about a foot in front of your face, and it's looking scrumptious.
I gotta do my inspection. This feels natural too.
That's natural.
Alrighty.
So she has a BBL, or is it like a?
I'd say this is BBL. I think a light BBL.
Okay. One contestant away. How's it going so far?
Good.
No cap.
I think I'm pretty accurate.
We have the final contestant of the afternoon.
Miss Dickens.
Final buttocks.
Damn.
Buttocks. In front of me.
That's an easy BBL. Yeah. That's
Sure.
She just works
Let
out
me
a
get one more
little
feel.
bit
Final
there.
answer.
It just feels too big.
Yeah.
Okay.
Feels too big.
Does it feel like stiffer?
Not stiffer actually. They all felt the same. I'd say it was more like felt more inflated. It felt.
Honestly, like men do not know the difference. I think if we had a variety of women here, whether it's the injections, unless they're illegal, you would not be able to tell the difference.
4 out of 6. Ladies, what do you think about his accuracy?
Off. Unless they're illegal injections, most men will not be able to tell. Yeah.
Can we give a round of applause?
They'll be able to see that. I can tell those 2 women right there were natural.
Thank you for
When I say that shit, I was like, bro, I don't think they got BBLs, and if they do, they don't waste
And
their
that
money.
concludes the scene cut. How hard was it not to get a boner up there?
It wasn't because I could tell you were right next to me, so that just like makes my shit not work, you know.
Congratulations, young soldier.
He just felt a whole lot of ass. More ass than he'll feel in a year. No cap. We getting to that 25-minute mark. I'm gonna try to get through some of this shit for y'all.
She is quite square beforehand. We're going to snatch her waist, give her a round booty.
Capturing the before, after, and everything in between.
Yeah, what all do you cover?
I do noses.
Okay.
That's the face part. I do a little lipo of the neck, jawline kind of stuff, maybe. And then I do a lot of boobs, butts, and tummies.
You found a dream job, huh?
It's pretty amazing. Yeah, it beats
Dr.
Coleman.
Miami.
Well, Dr. Miami, I brought 2 models for you.
Hello, lady.
They're called the Murder Twins, but I can assure you they're friendly. We want to see what a pre-op kind of looks like.
Okay. The day of surgery or like it's just consultation? Like she just came off the street and they're asking for butts.
They're considering getting booties and titties, right?
Yeah.
We'll cover both.
Okay.
Who's cool backpacking this?
No.
Oh, it's mine.
No.
That's sick.
Yeah, I did it.
Dr. Miami, don't.
Bella?
Tell these
Hey,
women
Bella.
don't do
Tommy.
it.
Nice to meet you.
Is she here? Nice to meet you.
She
Would you
don't
mind
got
standing
no
up for us
BBL.
for a second as a little bit of a model? She had a BBL. Turn around.
No.
Which is we call it skinny BBL because she's skinny.
I am.
And put your jacket down for a second. Let's see the front.
Did you do those
Little
two?
waist.
Yes, and also her waist. We also
No, girl, you didn't need that jump. Slum, all you had to do was eat some potatoes and hit the gym. Oh, no. If you skinny, Slum, if you are skinny, do not get... This is for bigger women. I'm going to tell y'all this. This is for women that are insecure. Dude, you could have got any nigga. Like, your face was pretty, Slum. You could have got any nigga you really wanted. Like, if you know how to talk in the strip club as opposed to flaunting your shit, and you was a stripper, if you knew how to talk, you was gonna get the same bag that Jones had with the big ass and big titties. I'm telling you.
did what we call the
Start
Miami
talking
mini
or
waist,
something.
which is basically
Shit crazy, yo.
reshaping
I'm
the
telling
rib cage, make little cuts in the ribs, and push them closer together.
How has it impacted your life now that you're walking, moving back to normal?
I mean, I'm happier than ever. I love it. Now I'm like pulling NFL players, so. Oh, man, that.
She's pulling NFL players. I just love that. That's very high praise as a plastic surgeon.
Thank you.
That's like, you know, that's like winning the Nobel Prize.
All though. This nigga been doing this
What made
shit
you
for
say,
a
hey,
minute.
I'm not gonna
He's
hire
really
a personal
known,
trainer,
Dr.
go
Miami.
4 times a week, eat the zucchini, avocado.
Well, you know, in my defense, and in the defense of personal trainers, they can't really make the breast bigger.
Yeah. I mean, I was already doing that, but like I still had like a little fat here and like my love handles. It didn't matter how much like I worked out or like how healthy I ate. Like there was just stubborn fat.
And she was skinny.
Yeah.
You know, she was obviously skinny to begin with. But there's certain areas that there's nothing you can do in the gym.
What do you
Yes,
have
you
over
could.
there?
You could. I'm gonna be real, bro. Yes, you could, Slim. They fucking your head up. You don't need the big titties, shorty. Forget about the big titties. Titties are beautiful. Let me stop saying that shit. Breasts are beautiful regardless of the size, the weight, whatever. They beautiful regardless. I'm telling you that. But the bottom half, you could make that what you wanted. You could real life maneuver that to what you wanted. The abs, you could maneuver that to what you wanted. You just weren't working hard enough. And if you get a big enough ass, the abs don't matter. As long as the stomach is flat and the ass is fat, it's like, no, let me. This sound retarded and shit right now, y'all. But I'm just being honest. Like, if your stomach is flat and you got some ass on you, you gonna pull nigga. Like, you gonna pull any nigga you want. You got a cute face.
I have a collection of breast
Talking about
implants
pulling
of
NFL.
various
What is
sizes
them
and
NFL?
shapes.
So that's something like that is.
There's like a menu, you know.
That's what's in there too.
Yeah, that's what's in there. Yeah.
So if I were to squish it, it would feel exactly like this.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this is silicone?
That's
Yes,
what's
it's
in
silicone.
her-
This is like we call
in
it
her
gummy
titties.
bear silicone.
Let me just close my eyes. This would make what? Like a,
What if it
what
pops?
kind
Depends what you start with. For you, this would be for you probably like in a small D cup.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you ever, you know, decide to go that way, let me know.
Yeah.
So first thing they do is they get into gowns.
Yeah,
So
they
your
get-
job
she
involves
he
a lot of
turns
boobies and butts.
Yeah.
Is it
women
hard to
into
fight
some
your own
niggas.
biology in the process?
You're asking a plastic surgeon if he gets an erection when he examines his patient. Is that what you're asking me?
Has it ever happened? I mean,
No, it's never happened.
Not even day one of the job. You're like,
Okay.
you're like, oh, think of my grandma. Think of something else. Think of World War II. Think of like.
Think of Tommy G. The truth is that doctors, by the time you go through medical school, from day one, you're like dissecting bodies and stuff. So some switch happens in your brain. It's not to say that you couldn't get aroused with a patient. I'm sure it's happened. But like by the time you're through medical school, you're pretty immune to the sight of naked bodies. Because you don't just see the gorgeous ones. You see like, you know. All right, so the first questions we ask are like, you have any medical issues or anything you need to know about?
Oh,
Diabetes,
they're
or blood
fake.
pressure,
Okay,
anemia,
cool.
blood clots, thyroid issues, nothing.
No.
So that's the first thing you want to check. Make sure that they don't have any medical problems that might make this not safe, right? You guys have any kids? Okay, so no kids. We always ask about that too. Have you ever had surgery before of any kind?
Wisdom teeth count, and yeah,
That counts, yeah. Any surgery? No?
Wisdom teeth.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. Face me if you don't mind. I think you're gonna open up the gown. I'm gonna do the breast
I put it on
first.
backwards.
You're going backwards? Okay, that's good. You guys work very fast. All right. So, what we do is first we measure. No two breasts are exactly the same. They're like sisters that look alike, but not identical twins. 20, you measure the distance, and her measurements are actually
His wife about to be sick, Slim.
near perfect.
He over there trying to see what's going
And what
on.
made her titties say like those are just fine?
Okay, so what you want, like ideal breasts, they make what's called an equilateral triangle. Remember trigonometry? Right? So like
for content.
an equal distance from the suprasternal notch to the nipples and then across. And for her height, she's like 20.5 centimeters. Equilateral triangle, perfect. So that's pretty much the exam. It doesn't take much more than that. Sometimes I'll feel for masses and things like that, or under the armpit, but she's good. Before the surgery, she'd get a physical exam by her doctor, clearing her for surgery. So it's not like you can just come in and then do surgery the same day. I'm just making that clear to everybody. So, okay, wait, let me see your front first, because like the tummy. Because what the BBL involves is taking fat from this area, like the areas of the body where you have a little extra fat, turn around and putting it in the place that you do. And she has a beautiful butt actually already. The only thing I see, really gorgeous, the only thing I see we could do is maybe fill in these little dips I was talking about. So like,
what are these dips all you women are mentioning?
so it's this right here. So when you, for example, look at Bella, like Bella's now post-op, right? So she had fat here, but this was flat, right? When you work out, you can get these muscles to come out more. Okay. And she's just naturally blessed like that. But then what you can't do is add fat to this, what we call hip dip, or this flat area.
Nah, you can do
right?
the workout before that outside.
You can't just
muscle.
eat and have it go there. Exactly. So what we do is we'll get rid of this over here. What you want in a curve is like a nice hourglass or Coke bottle shape. It should come in and then come out and be round like this. It should not go in and then out and then in again and then out again.
And is that actually attainable figure without this?
No, no.
Now, they're young, they're 24. Do you usually have people that young getting surgery?
Oh yeah, it's very common. In Miami, yeah.
Now, let's just say she gets her butt, her tits done. Does she have to come here every 10 years and get a retouch, or how does that work?
I would recommend that she at least follow up every 10 years, but not everybody has to have them retouched at 10 years. I've had patients have them in for 20 years. I've had patients where I didn't put them in, but they've had them in for 40 years. So I mean, as long as the breasts look good and feel good, you can leave them in for the rest of your life. But I do recommend you come back.
There's a debate where it's like, look good, feel good, so you want people to feel good. Yeah. Would you ever feel like this industry is having women chase a beauty standard that's almost impossible
You
to
can't
attain?
even feel this shit. What are you talking about? Feel good, look good. Nigga, don't you want a nigga to... Let me stop cursing. Don't you want a man to feel the shit and you actually feel him touching you? Like, what's the point if you can't feel the sexual interaction? I'm confused right now, Slim. I shouldn't
There's a couple of ways to look at
reacting to
it.
this
The first one that we just discussed.
Can't even feel
It's like hairdressers and everything else, you know.
Now, there are clinics out there where people will literally die and they'll keep operating. You'll read the reviews. Somehow they have like 150 reviews with 1 star and people keep going there.
Yeah.
And
Price,
the doc,
that's all. It's cheap. No matter how many laws we put in to protect patients, patients are going to do what they want to do. It's a free country. Like, nobody stops people in Florida from riding a motorcycle without a helmet. You know, and even though I don't think you would or I would, but you take your risks and your benefits and you make your decision as an independent person. Those clinics that have issues, they're just cheaper. That's the only thing. So if you want to get it and if this is the only thing that's in your budget, you'll do that, or you'll go to Mexico or the Dominican Republic or Turkey, and it can be hit or miss. You know, there are great surgeons in Turkey and great surgeons in Mexico, but if they're cheap, they're probably not the best.
would you have
You got a
married?
BBL,
Yeah,
son.
I'm married 30 years.
Okay. Would you have your own
You would
wife
never,
or daughter?
a dude like me would never marry you.
How would your
Not
life
gonna
change
lie.
if you were making over
Would never
$10,000
marry
a
you,
month
son.
from
You
your
would never get
own?
married with a BBL. Sorry, nah. Some dudes would marry you. Some dude good. Nah. A
We're here in
real
Miami
dude is
Beach.
not
We're putting to the
marrying
test.
BBLs,
Can someone
bro.
achieve
Not
a
really.
BBL
Unless
booty
he
without
loves the
actually
woman
getting the
so much.
BBL? And what are the ways to maintain your booty so it has maximum gluteus roundness?
She don't got no
Thick tone, juicy, round, voluptuous.
Right?
Those are
There's a reciprocal
BBLs.
body weight squat. So I just want you to start squatting normal, and I'm gonna start making adjustments on your squat so you can feel more glutes. Yanni already knows the deal. She's the perfect squat model, so I'm not gonna fix her for now.
If you want an excuse to feel my ass, just say it, all right?
Sorry, wife. Professional purposes only.
Yes.
So what you're gonna do? You're gonna squat down and hold. Nice. No hands. Yeah. And now you're gonna arch your butt more to the back. Already
Shorty
feeling
need
it?
to work out a little bit
Nice.
more.
Now you come
Her
up.
kneecaps
And when
need
you
some
squat
muscles.
down, I want you to do that motion.
Yeah,
Push
you
your
can
knees out,
tell
almost
she
like you're
not
trying to push your
necessarily
knees
just
to
going
your
straight
toes.
ass.
Yeah.
Her
Now
ass got
think
the
about there's a
fucking...
little stool behind you.
What is
It's
those
sitting behind you.
quads?
You're not squatting
her
forward.
hammies-
You're squatting
hammies
back.
strong
Push
as
your butt
shit.
back.
You could
Spread
tell
those knees
shorty
out. Come on,
hammies
girls.
strong.
Yes. More.
The real
that?
question is
Nobody
someone
want
willing
that
to
right
put in
there.
the work
How
to
the
do
fuck he did not get yellow marked?
it with the diet, in the kitchen, on the gym, on the sand, doing it the right way? Or do they want to go to a surgeon that's gonna...
I mean, they both work, right? They both work. It's just what type of work are you willing to put? I know surgery is not easy, the recovery. Nobody tells you that until you do it.
Also, the money. I feel like here in Miami, wherever they're getting their money, but surgery is very, surgery is very expensive if you want something like nice and quick. But also, she's been doing this for over 20 years. And I thought I was gonna get her body within 2 years that I've been training with her. And so far so good, but it's not what I'm looking for.
Very good.
So.
How long are you willing to put the work for, and what type of work are you willing to put? and is that instant results. Yeah, you get out of the office and you have that shape already. You have the volume. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, but she works out everything. You know what I'm saying? If she just focused on the right things, her shit would look crazy. But she works out for strength at this
For
point.
a
She's a
long
physical
recovery.
trainer, so she's not just going for a look. You could easily work out for a look. You know what I'm saying? That's why her shit's not that attractive, because she works out every part of her body and wants to get bigger and stronger. Like, she's not necessarily trying to look good in a dress.
But with clothes on,
What I've noticed about the BBL is sometimes a BBL looks better with pants on than pants off.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Like pants on, you're like, oh my god, that is an ass, and then you see it and you're like, it looks kind of a little odd.
Well, for the most part, surgeries, like I told you yesterday, they're not perfect. So in clothes, they look fantastic. That's why I was trying to get you to see the scar on that other patient, because once they take their clothes off, their belly buttons are up here. There's like fibrosis, they're uneven. The butt looks like all lumpy and bumpy. But of course, clothes, compression garments make everything look nice and tight. Small waist, big ass. But it's kind of an illusion.
What would be your message to women out there that are considering? They're on the fork of the road. They want the perfect booty, man. They want what you got, and they're wondering, do I go natural or do I go surgery route? What would you tell them?
Clown out
I
there.
tell them go natural any time of the day, because that will be the best decision you have in the long term. I'm 38 now, and my booty looks so much better today than when it did when I was 28. So much better.
When men are looking at Instagram photos of models and people out there, what percent of them do you think are altered?
Natural. Right here.
95%.
Yeah, I would say.
When I first moved out to Miami, they told me that I had to basically make myself look prettier than I am in person on Instagram. Not even that. Like the first people that were trying to help like run my Instagram, they were like, yeah, you have to look prettier than you are in person. You got to use Photoshop. You got to use Face App. Yeah. And like I was like, oh, okay. Like you sit there and wonder like, how are these girls so pretty? Like. Yeah.
It would be like if men started just photoshopping six packs everywhere we go.
Hey, bro.
Pretty much.
Right. Hey, bro. Hey, Slim. We gonna end this down here. Yeah, she got that strong gluteus maximus. You know what I'm saying? This is what I like. Natural. Now they can hit some. Bro, if these little women right here hit abs, bro, and only hit glutes and abs, or really like squats and abs, bro, these bitches be body on 9.2, 9 point, like, bro, they get a 9.2 body, and that what do you can't get much. Only bitch better than that is my bitch. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna leave it at that one, y'all. I appreciate y'all tuning in. If you like this video, man, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, bro, cause we had to tune in and see what this Miami world of BBLs is, and we personally, you know what I'm saying, me and my supporters, you know what I'm saying? Y'all not fans enough. I feel like y'all help, you know what I'm saying? Y'all support me and shit, and I fuck with y'all on a real basis, you know what I'm saying? And if y'all in the DMV, we could definitely do some shit. But nah, I ain't fucking with no BBLs, y'all. I appreciate it for tuning in, though.